Konnichiwa, hope everyone's good. So it's time for an EDC update, so I'll just get straight into it. Start for the keys. Still using the Maxpedition Tritium keychain. I think it's coming up to about 3 or 4 years old now, and it's still perfect. Still got a nice sound. Hasn't loosened up or worn or anything, which is awesome. And on top I've got one of those compasses that come with the Tops survival kits. And minus keys, the tools I carry on it. I still have them in squirt. Uncle Bill's Slither grippers. The Phoenix NW20 whistle. Titanium mini pry tool. And the Olight i1R EOS, which I think's coming up to a year, maybe it's a year and a half. Still works great. So that's the keys. Got some hand sanitizing wipes. Some hand sanitizer gel. The Bundeswehr triangular bandana. Those things are awesome. I've got about 7 or 8 of those now. I think I buy one every time I go on Verstalecker, if they've got them in stock. Anyway, Write in the Rain notepad. The Bokeh Plus, I think it's the Rocket Pen, which is awesome. It's got the addictive bolt action. I took out the original insert and put forgot what you call them now, Fisher Space Pen in there. Phone is just an old iPhone 4S or whatever. It's a phone. Don't really care about technology. Bores me. Flashlight. Still sticking with the Armitech Elf C2. I was going to get the Armitech Doberman, which I still might get, but might just stick with this from now on until it breaks, and then I'll get the Doberman to try out. Knife. Sticking with the Higo Nakamis. This one's a Bokeh, which is a German company, but this knife's made in Japan. This is a Damascus one. Thought it might have been a fake Damascus with it being Bokeh, and it was cheap. So I took some of the finish off a little bit when I was sharpening it, and it is real Damascus. I looked it up a little bit, and it is actually made in Japan for Bokeh. That's cool. Multi-tool. Surprise, surprise. Victorinox Spirit. Still the best multi-tool I've ever come across. And the wallet, might get a new one just to try it out. I've had this one a while. It's the EDC, or the Fly Industries EDC wallet. So in here I don't think anything's changed. Still got the Tops snap knife, little survival kit thing. Got some fish hooks and some flies. You got a big sail needle, signal mirror, and some heavy duty waxed thread. And then a full size Swedish Army ferro rod, the Army model, and some lifeboat matches, and the lucky 1,000 yen. From 1964. And Fresnel lens. And just a mini first aid kit which always needs topping up. One band-aid left, antiseptic wipe, burn shield, some water purification tablets, and some nano paracord. And that's all that's in the wallet, apart from a little smiley face paper clip. And that's it. Been tempted to cut that off as well, but I like it there just for hanging it. But when I haven't got the lanyard on, it always flops in, and I keep on having to open it up to flip it back out again. It gets annoying. But anyway, that's the contents of the wallet besides money and ID. And the watch, sticking with the Casio G-Shock, the GA100MC, which is filthy, but it gets used, and that's what happens when you use things. I didn't get around to buying that new watch. Might eventually do that. I tried a different watch as well just to change things up, but that's the only watch that I've got left that has a working battery. All the other batteries have died in the other ones, and the fancy mechanical and automatic watches I've got I don't really want to use for work because they're a bit expensive and old, and they were my dad's. So that's the only watch I've got left now. Waiting for the watch shops to open so I can get a new battery to put in the other ones. Anyway, so that's it for my personal ADC. I'll get into the bag now. Shocking, I know. I'm not using an old military surplus bag. I've had the Maxpedition Monsoon line around for a while now, so I figured I'd start using it again. So on the front, can't remember what the pouch is called, so I've just got the Phoenix LD22. The Auto no-knock mechanical pencil, which is starting to break now. I've had it just over a year and that's come away, so I have to get another one. Might get a zebra and a mask, just a cheap Chinese one, but I put a N99 mask inside of this just because it holds on your face better than just the little elastic bands that come out the front which break easily. So this is really nice, secure, snug fit, but I wouldn't use these Chinese masks for anything really. They're just crap. It had valves on the side which just fell out, but it is good, tough material. It came with charcoal filters which weren't charcoal, so I'd stay away from these. I just got it because I thought it would go well with an N95 mask or a 99 mask, whatever. They just fit perfectly in here in the match. It's a lot stronger, like I say, than the elastic bands. And it gives a good fit to the face. And that's all that's in there. My girlfriend gave us one of these Neko, forget what you call them, Lucky Cats. I think it's a phone charm, but I don't have any way of attaching that to a phone. Not in the UK, so I just stuck it on the bag. It's the only place I could think to stick it. And then on the side, I've got the 511 igniter pouch. I'll not bother going into it. I put photos of it on Instagram, so I'll just link that in the description just to save some time. Got the Swedish World War II canteen, and then in here got some sun blocker, and a larger right in the rear notepad, and a Soviet Army issue comb, which is pink, but it's not gay because it's Soviet. Been slaying the pussy. And in here I got a German Flecktorn field cap, which is awesome. Folds into nothing, and it works real well just to keep the sun off your eyes and whatnot. Got a lunchbox. I got my Bible for when I get bored. Brand new roll of number 12 Bankline, Pathfinder brand. Some toilet roll. The Tops pry probe. And punch tool comes in real handy. And then in here, little toolkit. I got the battery charger, no charging cable for the phone of course, just for the flashlights. Got some heavy duty old kilt pins. And the Victorinox bit and wrench tool. Prana by Leatherman, I think it's a second generation one. And the diamond sharpening stone for pruners, and that's all that's in that pouch. And in here just some gloves, Nalgene, or however you say it, and then a larger bottle of Viral hand sanitizer at 72%. It's awesome stuff. I always just top up the smaller one that I carry on a person with this. You can top it about 2 or 3 times, or 2.5 times, something like that, before you run out of that big one. And I got the Suzuki Overdrive harmonica, and a compass, and my work knife, which is the Ka-Bar Doja Folding Hunter, and the Viking eating tool from Grimfrost. And I doth believe that's not all. Maxpedition Impacts, and then in the back, slight bit of disappointment with this. I got the 511 Blaze wrap, which is a slightly bigger schmog. Bit disappointed with the quality of this. I think it was £22 or £29 or something like that, £25. And the quality is not good. It's just very thin material, it snags on everything. And it's just really easy to, you can see there, it's snagged on my nail. It's very thin, easy to pull the threads out on this thing. You can see there. It's not what I would expect for 511 in the money I paid for this. The Indian or Pakistani ones, which are the most common shmags, much better than this thing. Much more heavy duty, the quality of the materials are better, and the just overall finish of it's better, thicker. This is just really thin and just poor. So that is it for my EDC for the new month. Contents of the bags are going to change pretty much daily depending on what I'm doing, but for the most part it's this. So anyway, thanks for watching. Chana.